everybody. Welcome to June and happy Pride. I know this video probably won't come out until the middle of July, but you know what? Pride is not just for June, so happy Pride in July. I am unfortunately starting out this Pride Month by throwing away my rainbow sneakers. It is a little sad. I love these shoes. They're great. However, they're very old and they're very broken, so I need to get rid of them, and I finally got an interim replacement for like a nice little slip-on shoe, so it is time to say farewell to the rainbow sneakers. Hello! We're in the kitchen today. We're gonna make some deviled eggs and maybe attempt some banana bread or make some more banana muffins. We'll see what happens. first time I made these cookies and they were massive. This is a normal cookie. I just spent like $200 at Walmart. I'm not proud of it, but this trip was all about picking up things that we've kind of been missing, that I've noticed we've kind of been missing, things that I was used to having around my old house, and since moving realized, hey, we should probably get that, you know, cooling racks for baking, sunscreen and that kind of stuff, things for the summer. So I did get all of that, and a bunch more things because I kept finding more stuff in the store that I was like, wait, we don't have that, and I remember saying that we should get that. So now we have it. That was greater than any workout I've ever done in my life. They are currently renovating the Walmart near me, and I don't know where anything is. Not that I was the most familiar with Walmart in the first place. I don't shop here all that often, but you know, I had an idea. Things have kind of been in the same spot for so long, and now everything's completely different, and they have displays in the middle of things, and stuff is in completely opposite sides of the store, and I was all alone. And it's, you know, crowded in there. It's Walmart. So I'm a little exhausted. And it's 8 p.m. So I'm gonna go home. I really need to make these cupcakes. But I would also like to show you all my purchases. So maybe if I have time, I will sit down and do a little haul for you guys. I'm being very brave standing in here right now. There's some sort of insect. I don't know what it is. It's very attracted to this ceiling light over here. And it's very large. Well, it's not a moth, I can tell you that for sure. But it keeps buzzing around and it's scaring me. I don't know, I'm not the most averse to bugs. I'm averse to bugs that will sting me and or bite me. What are you? I wanted to make my cupcakes, but now I'm all scared. Cause like, bro's just in here. That's not ideal. This is not ideal. But I can't start cupcakes and then stop cupcakes because I'm scared. I guess I'm just gonna do it. I guess I'm just gonna be brave. So if I get bitten or stung in the middle of this video, just know that I, maybe I walked into that one. Well, I think whatever it is now on the bottom of my shoe. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still paranoid because I don't know what that was, or where it came from, or why it was so attached to that light, or why it just landed on the floor and sat there long enough for me to kill it. But it's dead now, I think. I'm like terrified to touch this. There's just dead insect on it. In it, kinda. Well, alrighty then. That, kinda solved my problem. Although now the fridge is making a weird sound. I will not even guess at what is happening right now. Long story short, I need the mixer to make these cupcakes. And technically you're supposed to use like an electric hand mixer, but I don't have one of those because I'm scared of using them. So I'm just gonna use this one. Hopefully, I don't actually know if there's space or if there's an outlet back here. How do I move this? There it is. However, I've never used this thing. It's been on there backwards the whole time. And you know what? aren't even any mixer attachments in there. So I guess I'm not using a mixer. Jeez, all I wanted was a freaking cupcake, dude. So that brings us back to here. Now these are rather simple cupcakes. 5 ingredients. And you basically just mix them together and then bake off the cupcakes. And then I like to decorate them with frosting and then an actual cherry on top. I don't know if that will get to decorating them tonight just because of cooling, but I mean, if we can, I'd like to, because I just want to eat a freaking cupcake, you know? Alright, well the cupcakes are in the oven. It's officially Walmart haul time, and as you can see, I may have gone a little overboard. First thing, I'll get the big thing out of the way. I got a big frame. There's a big space above our TV that we've been meaning to hang a large picture, but the frame it came in is way too heavy for command strips. And that's how we have to hang everything up in here. So I got a big frame to put it in, and this one is super light. Secondly, some plates. We have plates. We have no little plates. We have smaller plastic plates, but we can't put those in the microwave. And sometimes you just want to microwave something small. And I saw these stoneware plates, and none of our plates match in the first place, but they are all stoneware. They're all rather flat with like this small little edge. And I like this blue color, and I thought these would be helpful. So I did get 4 stoneware plates, and I'm realizing that we have 6 large stoneware plates, and so I probably should have gotten 6. But I wasn't really thinking about these for like eating big meals. I'm thinking about these more as like, I'm grabbing a snack, I'm eating something small for breakfast, or I need to heat something up in the microwave and I don't want to use a whole plate on it. In the spirit of making cupcakes, I got a cake and cupcake carrier. I thought this one was nice because it has the dual purpose of putting a big sheet cake in it, or the little cupcake holder, and it also has a little cake knife in it. And because I like to bake, not just for myself, but for friends and family as well sometimes, I thought something like this could be useful. It's useful for storing things in the fridge. It's got a nice lid and it feels like things should fit. However, I am making 24 cupcakes right now, possibly more depending on how much batter that makes. But I am planning on giving some of those away, in which case I can just keep 12 of them in my fridge. Then speaking about the kitchen, a lot of the stuff is for the kitchen, to be honest. We have one drawer full of all of our large cooking utensils, and it is a disaster, and there are sharp objects in there, and I'm always scared of getting stabbed. I was going to get little containers, but then I found these little drawer dividers. I hope that they fit in there. Honestly, I'm going to have to try it out, and if not, they will go back to Walmart. However, I thought this would be nicer than having a bunch of plastic containers in my drawer. And to kind of go along with that, I got a little stackable shelf. My thought for this was all of our storage containers are on one long shelf in our cabinets, and they're kind of a mess, and I thought if I could have something to help layer the containers, potentially that would become less of a mess. Alright, that was all the easy stuff. Now we have this magical basket. This weird little foamy crock looking basket that I did low-key make fun of when I saw it in the store, and then continued to think about it and how useful it could actually be. I wanted a bag for Joey and I for our Mahoning trips, and any other outdoor sort of long travel trip, whatever that we take. This seemed good because it's water resistant, it's quite large, it has a flat bottom, and I wanted something to store essentials like a first aid kit, hand sanitizer, sunscreen, towels, paper towels, trash bags, whatever it is we need. I'm just going to keep everything in this bag, and that way we can just grab the bag and go. We don't even have to think about it. Whenever we're going to go on a long trip, we will have all the essentials with us. And that is what this is for. I did get a 2-pack of cooling racks. I did get us 2 beach towels. I think Joey might have a beach towel somewhere. I don't know that I do. And regardless, these are always useful. I got this cool kind of sunset wavy palm tree one. And then this kind of purple and orange salmon. It kind of matches the bag, to be honest. Seashells and starfish. These reusable micellar cleaning pads. And that is effectively everything I got at Walmart. Again, I did get some other things that I don't need to include. That was a pretty big haul for me. That was a lot of stuff. But I think it's all very useful, and it's all stuff that I needed or wanted and felt like I could acquire now. Yeah, now I guess for the rest of the night, while I'm finishing up these cupcakes, I will try to kind of reorganize the kitchen maybe and get some of this stuff actually set up and put in use, so you can join me for that. Got the chicken wire up and flowers outside, and it's very nice out today, and I hope that everything goes well. We got some lettuce sprouts, some onion sprouts, and there's one little parsley sprout in that pot that now this won't focus on, but I promise it's there. mess. Things have kind of been a mess. June has been very hectic so far. It's only June 10th. We're also a third of the way through the month. It's been very hectic. There's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of unexpected things going on that we've had to deal with, and therefore it's been really difficult to keep up with a lot of the chores and normal household things. And technically there's something else that I was going to try to do tonight, but I just can't justify leaving the house when it looks like this. I'm realizing that that intro made it seem like everything's going wrong, and that's not true. It's just been really busy, and on top of that, car trouble. We've both been having different car trouble and kind of coinciding time-wise with that. This past weekend we had some day trips planned. We went to the World War II weekend with my family on Saturday, and I did not take many pictures or videos because it was raining all day, which is, you know, not exactly ideal. I did have my camera with me, and I really did want to take some nice photos of the planes. I did that last year, and I think it was kind of the first time I really did that with like my actual camera. And it was fun. I like doing, you know, just kind of random little photography moments like that, but I just, even though I had my camera with me in the camera bag, I just felt too nervous to pull it out while it was raining, because I really don't want anything to happen to my camera. If you want to see anything about the World War II weekend, I did make a little video about it last year. It was actually one of the first videos I posted on this channel, so I will link it down below in the description box. We had a good time. The rain was, again, a little unfortunate, but it was fine. In the afternoon, it actually got nicer out, the sun came out, and I even got sunburned, so, you know, I really just can't win. And then on Sunday, Joey and I went back to the Pony Drive-In. They were doing a screening of the original 1925 Phantom of the Opera film. It is the 100-year anniversary of it, and for the first time in potentially drive-in theater history, they had a live organist playing the score throughout the movie.
Phantom of the Opera is here inside your mind.
Which is how people would have watched that movie in a movie theater in 1925. It was just kind of new that it was at the drive-in, and it was super cool. The movie made me giggle. I have seen The Phantom of the Opera on Broadway one time in high school, and I will admit I did fall asleep. Not because the show was bad or boring in any way, it was just a high school field trip where we were walking around the city all day, and if I remember correctly, it was like kind of cold or like windy. And we went to a museum and spent some time just like walking around the city. By the time we got to the show, and you know, shows, Broadway shows and stuff are typically kind of long, they've got the intermission and everything. It was probably like a 3 or 4 hour ordeal sitting in the theater. And it was very warm and it was very dark, and I just remember kind of nodding off momentarily and being kind of upset that that happened, because, you know, it's the Phantom of the Opera. That's like a huge show. But the movie is not exactly the Broadway show either. It was kind of funny, to be honest. We had a good time though. The rain was not too bad on Sunday, although it was still raining, so we were in the car all night as opposed to sitting outside and kind of camping out. But we did get our picture with the organ, which I will show here. They were just taking pictures of people with a Polaroid camera and then giving you the Polaroid. And I thought that was super cool because I had forgotten to bring my own Polaroid camera, which I almost always bring with me to the drive-in. And so the fact that I didn't bring my camera and I still came home with a Polaroid, I really liked that. That made me really happy. Even if I had to walk through the mud to get it, it was worth it. And of course that was a Sunday night, and I work early in the mornings, Monday to Friday, so we came home, it was like midnight, and I had to go to sleep and then wake up early the next morning, and you know, feeling very run down, very exhausted from the weekend on top of other things, and hence why I kind of crashed yesterday, because I came home from work, was not feeling so good. Joey made me dinner, we watched some TV, he went to work, and I unintentionally took a nap. It was like a 3-hour nap, but you know what? Sometimes you just need that, you know? Feeling a lot better today, so that's good. We had pizza for dinner, and mozzarella sticks and wings, you know, the whole shebang. Please tell me why the bag we got our sides in is just filled with ketchup. Is this a thing that pizza places do? This is so much ketchup. Who's putting ketchup on their pizza? Or their mozzarella sticks? Or their Hot Wings? This doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe this is normal. I'm sorry. That really made me laugh. I feel like every clip I've recorded for the month of June has been on my camera in the kitchen. So I apologize, but we are back in the kitchen today. There's another bake sale this weekend. Tonight I'm gonna make indoor s'mores. It was my go-to recipe as a child for bringing in treats, like birthday treats to school. My birthday's in July, but where I went to school, if your birthday was over the summer, you could still bring in like a treat to share with everybody, just like at the end of the year. And for whatever reason, this was something that I just always asked my mom to make me for my birthday treat. And they're super easy, and it's a bake sale in the summer, and it's going to be hot this weekend, so I hope that this will be a good idea. I'm so sorry. Okay, first thing, I sprayed my pan. It's a 13x9 pan. It says to butter it, but I'm too lazy, so I just use cooking spray. And then we're going to put the cereal in the bowl. Yeah, I don't like graham crackers enough for that. Okay, here comes the scary part. Mixing up the chocolate thing. This was always a thing that I could never do myself as a kid. And now I'm an adult and I have to do it myself. But I think I can do it. It's just you can't let it like burn is the problem, you know? I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's nothing quite like a fresh marshmallow. What the? No! Okay, well, I'm gonna eat it now. This is not a mini marshmallow. I don't know what that is. Still tastes good though. I have chocolate all in my hand, and I don't know what to do with this, and I still have to do this. Ah!
Hello, it's editing me here.
I don't think I ever filmed an outro for this vlog. It's currently like the end of August and I'm still editing June. Don't judge me. But regardless, it's the end of this video. So I wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. You can hit the subscribe button down below as well to see more videos like this from me in the future, as well as paintings, other creative things, the occasional gardening, cooking, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I never know what I'm gonna post on here. And comment down below on how your June was. I know that it's currently August, but I'd still like to know how your June was. I hope you had a happy Pride Month, happy beginning to your summer, hopefully. I think that's all I got. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
So far away.